Hello, and welcome to 8-Bit Landfill, where we'll be exploring the hidden dregs of retro console gaming and digging up the weirdest, most obscure, and downright worst games we can find. I'm Tom.
I'm Dan.
And today's murky discharge is Shadow Brain by Pony Canyon Inc. and Citron and Art Inc.
For the NES.
Yeah, Citron and Art Inc. That's a terrible, terrible name. Okay, well, we have absolutely no idea what kind of a game this is. We pulled it fresh out of the landfill this morning.
It's worth mentioning that we've switched back to NES because the Master System games we were playing were just giving us too much to talk about, and they were actually alright.
Yeah.
So we've switched back to the
Okay, so
NES.
this is like rudimentary 3D. It's kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing I can go forwards.
Move mode. Whoa.
Hello.
Space Lady's hurt her arm.
Okay, so we've got a bunch of... this is another fucking adventure game. Okay, look. And it's in Japanese. Get. Perfect.
Not all of it's in Japanese. Why is some of it not in Japanese? Just to make the port easier.
Yeah, but so how were Japanese people supposed to know what these things were?
It's a game that no one can play.
Oh my god. Okay.
Can you like...
I don't know how to turn around.
You can't. You've got to do something now.
I'm pressing everything.
Oh.
Hang on. Move mode. Okay, let's see if we can go back the other way.
Okay.
Can I get into there? That's where it came out of.
Robot. Sexy robot maid.
That is pretty fit.
With bottle of whiskey and some shot glasses.
Yeah.
Go and drink some whiskey.
I don't know if that's an option. Network. Just hobnob. You can
Just chat to her.
Hand out some cards. Stab a few drinks back. Oh, perfect. Yeah. No, 100%. How do I get back to move mode?
Do you think you're playing as a robot too?
I have no information to go on, to be fair.
Well, fight. It's got to be. Yes, battle time.
We've actually got something happening now.
Shit.
Yep. 100%. No.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember how I got back to move mode.
It's one of those.
Look, get, card, tool, fight. No, I definitely did something a minute ago, and
I'm
not playing as a robot.
We're human.
Yeah, he's actually dressed pretty much like I am.
Numbers are in. Japanese numbers. How do they work? Are they? Is that in?
I'm pretty sure they just use our numbers.
Right. Okay. And our words for hand, body, heads, and legs.
Apparently. I don't understand who this is built for then. If all the text is in Japanese except for this stuff, how are they supposed to know what this is?
What do you? Right, move.
Oh, okay. So I'll
go back to move.
Yeah.
Mode.
Okay. Let's see what's down this way. Ouch! Oh, you can't walk into stuff.
It hurts.
See if I can talk to that. That's the thing it's saying you can't talk to this. Hello. Town information. Yep. Yep. No, 100%.
It's not a town. It's a spaceship of some kind.
Right. Get. No, it's not going to work. Tool. I find that insulting. Okay, going to the hotel.
Hey, robot butler.
I'm quite liking the robot aesthetic. I dabble in drawing robots once in a while.
Yeah, this guy's wearing a suit as well.
This is pretty. I think that's a bow tie. That's supposed to be a bow tie.
Good work.
I'm famous for my bow-tied robots.
We use the term
famous is
loosely, like really loosely.
My friends barely remember
who you are.
Yeah. I think friends is pushing it, really, isn't it? Okay, let's talk to this bro. Yep, no, 100%. Can we fight him?
No, he looks like he's not coming out from behind the counter.
Okay, I can't get any further into the hotel. I think we might already be in him. This would be like a record for...
See if you can fight the injured woman, that's,
Oh, what the... I don't know where I'm...
Wait, check this guy out.
What is going on?
Cowboy robot. Fight him. Just fucking fight something.
Okay, I'll fight him.
Yes.
Okay, interesting.
Here we go. Hand attack. He will obviously use a gun, obviously. But hit 6 points. Caution. Block. Is there a block button?
Oh, avoided.
Well, hey, good work. Use the gun.
I'm clicking on it. It's not doing anything.
Knife.
Maybe
Sword
I don't
even.
have one yet.
Okay.
Okay, well, let's just try hand attack. Which the more I say hand attack, the dirtier it sounds. I've got to be honest.
Special.
Has that fucked me up?
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, 3 damage. I think I'm alright. Okay, let's just give this other guy another hand attack. See if it has a happy ending for us.
Turn-based battle system in a pseudo 3D point and click.
Yeah, this is kind of interesting. What?
Wicked.
What?
Yeah, fucking try hand attacking that.
Yeah, let's fight this
He's
bro.
gonna spit acid on your face.
He does have a bit of a face hugger thing going on. Miss.
Ooh.
Oh, it's only 2 damage. I've got plenty of hit points left. I wonder what AP is. Is that going to be action points that I'm spending? How the fuck
Ability points.
Oh, and that seems to be going... I'm guessing different actions are going to cost more. But it seems to recharge at the end. Oh, he's fucking me up.
Are you missing him every time?
No, I don't think so. I think
Barrier?
I think that's just going to block, really, isn't it? But I mean, that's no good. I need to kill this bro.
There's a give up option as well.
I'm not at that stage yet.
No. Wait, what was... Go back? There's like
Programs?
a needle. No. I just saw like a needle.
I think it's like...
Yeah,
that's really weird. It seems to like... In the bottom right, it just seems to disappear.
Okay.
Are we seeing what we want to see?
Maybe. Yeah.
I'm just going to give him another hand attack.
He's dead.
Take it.
You get 0.5 MC.
I've completely lost at this stage. Okay, well, this is...
Just fight. I think you just have to
try and fight him?
You just have to fight every now. They won't at you.
He's not going to be a fight.
He's your buddy.
Let's try and get this guy.
You want to
get
you. Tickle him.
I'm going to own you. Actually, I did hear of an incident. I heard of an incident of people trying to kidnap homeless people off the street.
Really?
In terms of getting people, that was the link there. Tenuous at best.
Why?
I'm guessing they probably want to try and put them to work
Were you
in some sort of gang. Seriously, this stuff happens.
Were you about to
pretty
say
fucked
you
up.
shouldn't do that?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
No, you shouldn't.
I mean, if it seems obvious when I say it like that, doesn't it? But no, you shouldn't. Pro tip, guys. Let's just bring it down for a second. When in doubt, don't enslave people. Just, even if you're thinking about it, just go another way. Okay. Yep. No. 100%. I feel like we may have to learn Japanese, Dan, if we're ever going to follow through on this.
Yeah.
Shotgun, not me.
Yeah. Fuck. Well, we'll take this back up again in about 3 years' time.
Okay, so I don't think I'm going to be able to do much of the pipeline. I feel like we're not going to get terribly far in this game, but let's have fun while we're here. Okay, let's fight this dude.
Another cowboy robot.
I'm running out of health though, so let's hope he doesn't
23.
do too much damage.
Yeah. It's not taking off.
Well, I had
much.
like 37 at the beginning of the last fight. He was down to 7.
6. Oof.
I think I should probably
give up.
Yeah, but I have no idea how I'm going to get any more health because I don't know how to talk to any of these people because I'm just awkward.
What's that? Just socially inept.
Yeah.
What's that?
Oh, I just don't know how to talk to robot-eyed terminals. It's terrible in those situations.
Get a couple of drinks in you.
Yeah, no, I'm far better
You'll
talking
be
to robot-eyed terminals. Tool? No, that doesn't seem to be an option. Programs? Yeah, no. Right, let's go back the other way, see if there's any more people I can fight.
No, I think that's going to be an ally.
Let's see what happens. No, I can fight
Oh,
this
okay.
dude.
Okay. It's kind of, it seems a bit arbitrary who you can and who you can't fight. There doesn't seem to be any discerning factor.
Yeah, there was somebody with the same character model before that I couldn't fight, but you can tell this one's aggressive because they're holding what looks like a pipe.
Yeah.
Which is nicely colour coded. I've got to give them that. I've only down onto 4 hit points, so this is probably going to die pretty soon.
Yeah, this is you done.
Caution.
Oh, avoid it. Special.
Is that good or bad?
Fucked.
I'm
Sleeping.
Sleeping. That could be worse. No. Is it going to give me one last attack? No, I'm still sleeping.
You died.
And you died.
You died. Fuck.
There's probably some really, really good advice there in terms of what we should do differently, but I can't understand a word.
Yeah. Look at this guy.
What is going on? Rebirth. Basically Vita chambers from Bioshock. Drugs, thank you. Yes.
Yes, buy drugs. God, this is going to make the game a bit better.
Yeah.
Look. Look. Maybe.
Let's look. We have drugs.
You have
Get drugs.
Give drugs. Fight the...
I don't feel like I have any more drugs than I started with.
Yeah, she doesn't look much like a drug dealer, does she?
Oh, I think these are medical drugs.
Right. That thing in the top right looks like a little bag of something.
I feel like I'm spending some money. I think I've just spent some money somehow.
Okay.
Because that number keeps going down. Like I'm spending 5. I think I've bought some hit points, but I don't need hit points at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So maybe I should
buy some needles. 3. Do you want to buy for 3 MC? Yes, you do.
Do you think that's my money going down?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so maybe I'm like stockpiling these things.
Yep.
Okay.
And then buy a bit of everything, and we'll go out into the corridor.
Yeah.
Just take everything.
Yeah.
And just
I should buy some of these pills as well, probably.
Yep.
Just spunk my money on all this stuff. Okay, that's probably enough. Okay, well this is progress. We bought some drugs.
The pill reminded me of
one of these dudes again. Let's fuck him up.
Akira. You know, there was an old Akira game for the SNES.
Ooh.
That was in development, and I remember reading when I was a kid. I remember reading like, I don't know what it was, Nintendo Power Magazine or whatever it was, and they had like a preview of it, and it looked awesome. It looked so good, and then it just turned into just vaporware.
Oh, that seems like such a shame.
I know.
I mean, if that was done proproperly, that could be great.
Yeah, and the SNES as well. It looked really nice.
You know, they're still talking about making like an Americanized...
They're not. Steve, New York is about to EXP.
Oh, it's just the whole idea of it is just horrific, isn't it?
DiCaprio was going to do it, wasn't he?
Yeah, I don't know if he was actually going to star in it, or I think it was just his production company had bought the rights to it.
But they were going to do it off of the original books, is what I heard.
Yeah, but that's impossible unless you're going to...
Otomo?
Yeah, because Katsushiro Otomo.
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, like I've read the original comics. They're, absolutely unbelievable. But there's no, I can understand why the Akira film was such a truncated version of that.
Well, yeah, it's
enormous.
It's what, 6?
I think it's
8?
like 5 volumes, but they're like really thick.
Yeah.
I mean, that thing is such an unbelievable achievement. The idea that one guy wrote and drew that thing by himself. I mean, over the course of many years. But I mean, like that's the main difference between like Western and Eastern comics is that like most Western comics, there's a crew of several guys. There'll be a writer, a penciler, an inker.
Yeah.
And they'll produce like 20 pages once a month. Like some of these Japanese comics, it's one dude both drawing and writing the whole thing and kicking out something every 2 weeks, which is just remarkable. There's a particular favourite of mine called Naoki Urasawa, who people might know as the writer of Monster and 21st Century Boys, and he's later done stuff like Pluto and Billy Bat. Now he's incredible. He was doing Monster and 20th Century Boys at the same time, which for like a good decade those things were overlapping. I find that incredible that anybody could do that. I like the design of this game. I like the enemies we're fighting. I do like the turn-based. I'm going to die. But I'll just come back in the rebirth chamber. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Oh, you avoided that.
Okay. Can I take this guy down with my last?
No.
Oh, I should be using some
tool. Just keep.
Is that going to fix me?
Pressing the button until something good happens.
I died. I don't know what I was supposed to do there. I bought loads of drugs and I couldn't use them.
What waste of drugs?
Yeah. That's not what anybody.
Yeah,
wants.
it looks alright. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
For what limited graphics capabilities they had to work with.
But like really, I mean, the proto first person. It's kind of interesting.
It's kind of like 3D Maze on Windows 90. Was it 95?
Oh god, yeah, that piece of shit. I remember having something packed in with the first proper PC we had. There was like it was like the equivalent of like Encarta for medical stuff, like teaching kids medical stuff.
Yeah.
And the only reason I ever booted it up is it had like a first-person shooter embedded in it, where you had to fly through blood vessels and like snapping, shooting. I I don't know, like cholesterol or some shit. It was actually pretty fun. Like, because all I had back then was Pizza Tycoon and Descent.
What's Pizza Tycoon?
Pizza Tycoon.
You run a pizza joint.
Yeah, it was pretty bad, but you actually had to. You could design the pizzas, so you could. It's a bit like Cooking Mama. You could, drag the items on to make your own pizzas, and then people, sometimes you'd just make an absolute monstrosity of a pizza that would be like no one would want to eat it.
It doesn't seem that it'd be as much as exciting as something like Roller Coaster Tycoon.
No, significantly less. But there was a kind of a cool thing where you could, if you had some opposition in the pizza selling game, you could go and buy weapons from the mafia. So you had to go to this, like, go over to the other side of town and go into a certain restaurant, and the things would be like, it would say it was ice cream, but it would be suspiciously expensive ice cream, and that ice cream would turn out to be like a bazooka or like a flamethrower. Right. And then you had to like set your alarm early to get up and go over to the opposition pizza restaurant, then you could just blow the shit out of it.
That sounds pretty good.
That bit was kind of good, but the rest of the game was pretty dry. Right. Pizza restaurant management sim. I remember we got that. My brother got that for Christmas. Basically, my dad bought us I think it was a P75, Pentium 75 is like one of the super first generation Pentium processors. And this thing I think cost like $2,500, and this is like mid to late 90s, back when that was actually a pretty it was a decent amount of money. Still is now, but I mean that was probably seriously expensive for the time. And he gave my brother Pizza Tycoon, and I got SimCity 2000, which was fucking awesome. I love that game and still do.
Never got into the SimCities. I did all of those games. They were always too. I'd always get bored. I'd always just give up and just be like, I can't be asked.
I mean, they're the sort of games where you have to kind of set your own goals, I guess.
Yeah, that sounds like fucking gaming, doesn't it?
That's kind of interesting to me, though. Like, I used to try and make a city of a particular kind, and like I was always one of those mayors that didn't give any trace of a shit about my people's well-being. Like, just like pure capitalism. Like, all I care about is like, am I making enough money? So it'd be just the most polluted, awful place imaginable, but so long as I was breaking even enough that I could keep building large vanity projects like sports stadiums, that was fine by me. I really got far more into like the later not SimCity 5, I think it was SimCity 4. I think the more recent one is not, it's just called SimCity. That was the one that was an absolute debacle.
Yeah,
like the horrible
always
launch.
On.
Yeah, like the always on DLC, and like the fact that the always on DRM, and the fact that the city size was apparently just really pathetic. Like I'm not a PC gamer these days, just because I don't have the time or the money or the desire to have that much pain in my life. So I haven't got around to playing it, but it seems like I dodged somewhat of a bullet. Which is a shame, because like that game previewed really well, and then when it released, it was just an absolute fuck up.
Well, didn't have a problem with the server where it was
people couldn't get in,
but you couldn't play it. Basically.
People couldn't get in for the longest time, which is obviously somewhat of a problem if you just paid like 50 quid for a game. That's not cool. It's a shame, and it just seemed like they messed up a lot of things like traffic flow. They they made a big thing before the game came out about how this can be a super realistic city and everything. Every sim would have a house that they go to, but when they came out, they found that like the Sims don't have a fixed house. You'll see a car, somebody come out of a building, go to their car and drive somewhere, but they'll just drive to the nearest house. So there's no, it's not a real thing.
No, I mean,
that's annoying.
My take on that is, does it have to be that realistic?
Well, that's what people are playing that for, though. Like people, like you don't want it realistic to the nth degree, but don't spend the 6 months before something comes out making like wild claims about how immersive or complicated your game is, and then it's less immersive and less complex than its predecessor from about 5 years earlier. Yeah, I know a lot of people, they say, well, I'm going back to SimCity 4. I mean, that pretty much nailed the formula. All they needed to do was make that game but prettier, but they decided to go off the other way. I mean, I was interested in it because you would finally have the chance to do curved roads, which had always been the thing, because it's a very like Emera-centric
blocks.
Yeah, everything's on blocks, and you can make a city, but it certainly doesn't look like any city that I recognise as a European. So that stuff kind of seemed interesting, but it seemed like the actual execution was pretty bad. Where are my drugs, basically? I think it's time to heal, but
Or just fighting a cowboy robot just might be more fun high.
Almost certainly is.
Uh,
Oh, there seems to be like a time thing. If I take too long, it'll just attack me anyway. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I feel like if we could read what was going on, this would probably be like an alright game. I feel like this might be another one that survives the landfill.
I don't know. It looks. I think it looks really boring, and it just doesn't really do anything for me. But I fucking hate turn-based stuff and point and click.
I do like turn-based stuff. I mean, traditionally the more kind of Japanese style, but I mean, this is obviously Japanese, but traditional top-down square RPG. No, this isn't too bad. I feel like we might have reached the logical conclusion of this. So, are you saying a no?
Well, you played it. I didn't have a go.
Well,
I don't.
All I've done is hit A over and over again. To be fair, I haven't really been doing a great deal. I don't know. I would say, nah, fuck it. Let's put this back in the landfill. It's not that good. I think I'm being too soft now. Yeah. So, we have been 8-Bit Landfill. I'm Tom.
And Dan.
Bye.